Quick disclaimer, if you haven't seen the video I dropped earlier today, I'd recommend checking that out first, as it will put this in context, make it make a little bit more sense for you. Other than that, let's go. Opportunity. A set of circumstances that make something possible. There's opportunity everywhere. Some of us make the most of them, while others complain about a lack of them, all while ignoring opportunities all around them. Heisman Trophy winner Anthony Hancock has made the absolute most of every opportunity he has ever been given in the game of football. It's the reason he's here today, the reason his story is so compelling, and the reason he has so many supporters right here on this channel. Let's revisit his history. Go back, retell his story. As I've stated before, when Anthony Hancock was in high school, he was the only 11th grader playing for the junior varsity, and while it was embarrassing for him, he approached it like a professional. The next summer, leading into his senior year, he dedicated every day to a strict workout regimen that he found, of all places, on YouTube, which was the only resource that he had. So he built his body, gained arm strength, speed, overall size. The next season, he battled, but still didn't obtain a starting quarterback spot for his high school team. He was advised by parents, coaches, teachers, friends. They said, focus on school, bro. This ain't for you. But he stayed ready. 2 games into the season, the starter went down with an injury. Hancock entered the game, engineered a comeback victory, never lost a starting spot, and never lost one high school game as a starter. Now that's making the most of an opportunity. However, because he was a late bloomer, he went to a junior college in Texas where he continued to work on his game. Opportunity for Hancock to further his playing career seemed to be non-existent for a while, but he stayed ready. Last game of his JUCO career, FlemLo Raps, who was then the head of football operations for the UTEP Miners, winner of multiple national championships and multiple Coach of the Year awards, thought we'd throw that in, just so happened to be in attendance scouting another player. Coach Raps was highly impressed by Hancock's ability to lead his team, his determination, his heart. It was undeniable. Immediately following the game, Coach Raps offered Ant a full scholarship at UTEP. This literally being his only offer after his last game, it seemed like fate, and Ant jumped at the opportunity. Once he made it to UTEP as a JUCO junior, Ant would be the 3rd string quarterback sitting behind a sophomore and a freshman. Imagine that. The sophomore was none other than Junior Wilson, who would go on to win a Heisman Trophy of his own later in his career. But never to be discouraged, Hancock simply did what he always was known to do. He stayed ready. And after Junior Wilson was suspended and then transferred, and Junior Human, who was the other quarterback, yeah, both of their names was Junior, but after he went down with an injury, Hancock finally had his time to shine as the starting quarterback playing against the best teams in the nation. It was only a 6-game stint as a starter, but during that time, Hancock kept the team afloat, going 5-1 as a starter. Side note, Hancock is undefeated at UAB, which means he only lost 1 college game ever as a starter. That's insane. Back to the story. When Junior Human came back from injury, he won the starting job back. Barely. He barely outplayed Hancock in the quarterback battle game, and we had a vote on it. The channel was split. Anthony Hancock was getting about 45% of the vote to say that he should keep the starting spot, but Human just barely beat him out with about 55%. However, Coach FlemLo knew he had to do something. UTEP was stacked at QB. They constantly had new talent coming in, and the current starter was younger than Hancock was, which meant that he would never be the full-time starter. So FlemLo reached out to his bro, who had just taken over at UAB a couple years prior. He was having an eligibility issue with his current starting quarterback, Adam Sanders. They saw another opportunity. FlemLo spoke with Hancock about the chance to transfer, and Hancock once again jumped at the opportunity. By the time he got to UAB, he had already played on the biggest stages, developed his body, developed his skills, and his confidence was through the roof. He then took a team who had never even won their conference, all the way to the national championship. And whether he wins or loses this game, I believe he'll go down as legendary. Not only a legend of UAB, but also a legend of UTEP, joining the ranks of an Aaron Jones, D. Miller, and a Chris Givens. His sheer will and determination, and just looking at where he was when the series started to where he is now, it's crazy. I mean, his story was so compelling that we basically had to create a spinoff and put him in a whole different series just to continue his story. That's legendary. I'm sure after this, Hancock will have the opportunity to further his career in the NFL, and hell, that'll just be another adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit me up in the comment section. My name is FlemLo Raps. 1.